where do you go for inspiration? So a lot of times I'll see things out in daily life, whether it's nature or, an urban environment, but how do you get inspired?
I'm very fortunate. I feel like I wake up inspired every day. I have two beautiful children that help me to see the world in a very different place each day, who are excited about life. So I think children really help you. I would say I'm pretty inspired in general every day. Passionflix is incredibly inspiring just innately because we focus so much on the positivity of people. And so when you concentrate each day on showing people in a positive light and looking at the positive outcomes of something and reading a story that has a positive relationship and a positive ending, I think in general, I'm just inspired to bring those stories to light. I think there's so much negativity out there in the world, and we spend so much time focused on negative content that I firmly believe that there is a place for positive content, and we need to have that. And positive is not religious, so I don't make religious content. There are companies that do that, and they do very well. My content is any religion, any sexuality, any age group, any ethnicity. I want them all. Love is love. Let's make things that are very positive. Let's show people in a positive role. And so I think I'm just inspired by that idea every day.
And so, great, I'm on the same page with you. But let's dig into a little bit deeper of why that has become basically your life, your mission. Mm-hmm. Why is that so important to you?
Again, I think I touched on it. There are so many stories out there that are wonderful stories, but they're ultimately negative. They show people in a bit of a negative light, show people coming from a negative space or a depressed space or a sad space. And while those are all very valid stories and they need to be told, I don't want to watch them because it brings me down. And I feel that there's so much out there that focuses on the negative side of things, that we need positive content. People see people do. I want people to watch content and feel inspired and empowered to say the things that this character would say. That there's a lot of value in them speaking and coming from a positive place.
Do you think that that desire, that mission is influenced a lot from you being now a parent?
Very possibly, yes.
Create a better world for your kids?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fortunate to have a boy and a girl, so I can see, how each one is affected by male and female influence and nature versus nurture, and they're twins, so they're like boy and a girl, like nature, definitely. I do think that having children changed my outlook on life. I'm a lot lighter. There's, at the end of the day, when you have children, you have a need to keep going. There's no choice. There is no fail. Failure is not an option. You have to keep going every day. You have to wake up, you have to feed them, you have to get them to school, you have to get them changed, you have to make sure all these things are taken care of because you are responsible for two lives, and so you want to make sure that they're brought up with a positive outlook in the world too. So I think, yes, there you go. Yes, I guess it did affect me in a more positive way.
So final thoughts, final words of advice to people who want to sort of go their own path like you've done. Mm-hmm. What would you say?
I would say go for it. I think it is so wonderful that we have this opportunity and this ability for us to focus on the things that we really want to do. I do think that there's an enormous amount of work. You need to know your audience in whatever you choose to do, whether it be a filmmaker or a car salesman. You need to know your audience and you need to be able to be laser focused on them. And so that's the one thing that I can highly advise to anybody. Even if you want to go out there and make a horror film, know your horror audience, know that particular genre.
We were just sitting back, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. Tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man,